Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. I am Dean Seddon, your host of the Dean Seddon podcast. What a surprise. You didn't see that coming, did you? Well, today we're talking about your LinkedIn profile. I have seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of LinkedIn profiles. I would probably award myself the connoisseur of LinkedIn profiles. Now, I wanted to kind of nail this today because I know so many of you will struggle with what to do with your LinkedIn profile. Does it even matter? And let me just say, your LinkedIn profile is absolutely critical to your LinkedIn strategy. It helps you set out the stall, set your agenda, and make it clear to the world why you're there. So in this episode, we are going to look at all things profile. I've actually armed myself that I will have my own LinkedIn profile up and ready to go, because I'm going to walk you through some of the key things that I feel are probably holding you back. So let me just say for a moment that when you launch your LinkedIn strategy, you decide to go onto LinkedIn, there is something that is really, really important here that you should be nailing fundamentally. Let's just face it for a moment, right? When people are on LinkedIn, when the CEO of a major bank is on LinkedIn, they are not acting in their CEO capacity. They are acting as an individual who happens to be a CEO. What do I mean by that? I mean, they are checking out LinkedIn, scrolling. They're not particularly looking for anything. They're just randomly looking on the platform, just browsing, right? So they're not looking as if they're sat down reading the Financial Times. They're not looking sat down going, oh, I will study this. They are just checking things out randomly as they go, which means they're in kind of a very dumbed down state of consumption. They're not in the kind of, I'm reading an intellectual magazine. They are in the space where they're going, do you know what? I've got a few minutes to spare. I'll scroll and see what's there. I'll pique my interest. And so why does this matter? Well, this matters because your profile needs to appeal to people in that kind of dumbed down state. I know this is a very sad indictment on society, but it's human nature. Whether you are the CEO of a major organization or you are a 5-year-old, when we're on social media, we are browsing aimlessly with no real focus. We're just doing it to pass the time. So when they stumble upon you, when they stumble upon your profile, you need to make it flipping obvious, so clear about who you are, what you do, and how you help people. There is no way you cannot make it as simple as possible and it works against you. So if you are posting and you want to really nail LinkedIn, you need to make it so easy to understand what you do, who you do it for, and the value of that a 6-year-old could understand. That's the number one principle I would tell you. Make it so simple. I see people making their profiles so clever, so smart, and it's like, you are missing the point, guys. You are missing it, right? If you cannot say it, I think it was Einstein who said this, and I'm going to get it wrong now. But if you cannot explain something in simple terms, you do not know it well enough. If you can't articulate what you do in basic, plain English, as simple as possible in short sentences, you do not understand it well enough. And now I've seen all this arty-farty stuff on the profiles where it's like, it looks all clever, it looks beautiful. But if people cannot get what you do in seconds, absolute seconds, you fundamentally have missed the point. And worse than that, you don't understand social media. You have to work in seconds. sound bites and seconds on social media. So your profile, as you look through it, go, okay, well, hang on a minute. Am I actually communicating in seconds here? Does my header actually speak to my audience and tell them what I do? Does it make it very, very clear what I do and who I do it for? The header image, cover image as they call it now. Does my headline below my name, does it tell people what I do? Does it tell people the value of engaging with me and following me? Does my profile picture make it clear what my face looks like? One of the things that people miss about LinkedIn and social media is the ability for people to get to know you at a distance. In other words, through content, through all of the stuff that you're doing, people get to know you. Would they recognize the face? Or have you put some abstract picture of yourself where your face is so small they wouldn't know if they bumped into you in the street? You have to make it obvious. You have to make it clear. So again, get a decent picture of yourself, look friendly, and put it up there. But make sure they could recognize your face, right? I know that sounds really obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people put arty-farty profile pictures up and then nobody can recognize their face. One of the most powerful things about social media is not just the fact that you can reach people, you can go viral with one post in one day. It's that you can be in front of people every day. And you can be building up a pattern and a picture in people's minds through your profile picture, through your headline, through your content. So this is not, your LinkedIn activity is not a short-term instant win scratch card strategy. It is a long game strategy where people get to know you, like you, and trust you. And that's done primarily by associating your face with your content, your face with any interactions. That's how you build up the relationships. That's how you create relationships. So people miss that. They miss that their profile picture is not just for them, it's actually for their audience to remember them. So really important. Profile picture, cover photo, headline, right? Then we look at the featured section. I've seen some horrific vanity projects in my life on LinkedIn's featured section. People pinning their most successful posts and shit like that. Let's be clear here. What you should be putting in your featured section are clear explainers of how people can work with you, what you're selling, the exact education piece that will help them understand the value of your offer. So put in there lead magnets, put in there your offer, tell people what you do, make it flipping clear. Again, it's not about dumping a load of information that's not relevant. It's not about putting generic information there. It's not about pinning your most favorite post because that's wonderful and it makes you feel warm and cuddly inside. It's about pinning the stuff there that will help educate your buyers about why they need to work with you, why they should work with you. It's the prime real estate you have. So leverage it, use it, make it your space to educate your buyers. Don't just put random stuff in there. Now, your about section. Again, your about section on LinkedIn, really good place to educate your audience. But more importantly is these top skills that are scattered around your profile in the about section, in your job roles. Use them. Fill them up. Fill them up with the key things that make a difference to your audience so they understand very, very clearly. It's hard to misunderstand what you do and who you do it for. Typically, your prospects, if you're doing a good job, people will come and check your profile out multiple times. Not just once, twice, 3 times, sometimes 4 or 5 times in a journey. So if you're really leveraging social selling, you'll have people checking out your profile every single day, and some of those will be multiple profile views. So on that basis, you want to make sure that this is all aligned, all joined up. Your content speaks, your content connects with your profile. It looks like it's come from the same person. And typically, the other thing to bear in mind is if you've got a really poor connection acceptance rate, that's probably coming because of your profile. because most people will look at your profile before they decide to accept your connection request. Most people will look at your profile before they decide to respond to your message. That's what we do. So if you're not getting the connection acceptances, it's probably down to your profile. Or worse, you've got a really generic, I'm just growing my network connection message, which everybody knows is a telltale sign for I've got nothing to actually say. I'm just randomly connecting with complete strangers. There's nothing wrong with connecting with complete strangers. That's how business is done. But if you're sending generic connection requests, if your profile doesn't interest them or intrigue them, they're not going to accept you. They're not going to engage with you. So your profile is critical to all of your success. All of your success. If you want to build a personal brand on LinkedIn, your profile is critical. If you want to be remembered by prospects, your profile is critical. If you want to get a new career, your profile is critical. And I'll just leave a tip here for all those people looking to change jobs. If you are seen to be supportive of your employer in your content, i.e. you're posting things that actually help promote your current employer, that is seen as favorable and a good thing by your future employers. So if they see that you're an advocate of the business you work for, they will see that more positively than if they go to your profile and it looks like a zombie. It looks like you've never done anything other than update your job title. So recruiters, check out LinkedIn profiles to get the lowdown on who is this person, to try and understand you better. Do you want to leave them with a blank canvas? Your prospects will check you out to try and see, who are you? Should I waste my time with it? Should I invest my time? Are you just a salesperson who's going to hammer me and pitch me? Or are you actually going to build a relationship? Are you an annoying person? Are you a friendly person? They make all of those judgments by checking out your profile. So don't leave it to chance. Don't leave it to complexity. Don't leave it to nuance. Don't expect people to read between the lines. Your profile is your chance to stick a stake in the ground and talk to the world. What do you want to say? What do you want them to remember? This is what your profile is about. Your profile is not a directory listing. It's your landing page for your ideal clients, your prospects, to check you out, learn about you, know more about you, see the value in engaging with you, connecting with you, the works. Your profile is more than just a directory listing. It's the key to unlocking sales and building LinkedIn as your revenue source and ultimately building your career.